Hey guys, ProtoMet here. I make it no secret that my favorite franchise is Transformers. I've been a fan of the series for about 7 years now, and in that time I've watched and read as much official fiction of these changing robot toys as I could get my hands on. And today I'm going to talk about the earliest Transformers fiction ever. The original comic book series, now referred to by fans as Generation 1 or G1.
Back in the 1980s, when toy company Hasbro was looking to market their new line of Japanese import toys, they turned to Marvel, best known for their superhero comics, who at this time were also creating comics to market movies, like Godzilla and Star Wars, television series such as the A-Team and the Flintstones, and of course toys including Micronauts and ROM Space Knight. Hasbro and Marvel had previously collaborated to create the successful G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero comic book series.
Hasbro commissioned Marvel to create a 4-issue limited series to provide a backstory to advertise this new line of toy robots. The first issue of this series was released in May 1984, and the plot provided in this limited run was such.
On the distant planet of Cybertron, shape-shifting machines have evolved to become the dominant life form, and the planet has weathered an ongoing war between two major factions, the Autobots, who seek to restore peace to the planet, and the Decepticons, who seek to rule Cybertron and the cosmos. The impact of the conflict has actually knocked the planet out of its orbit and sends it careening towards an asteroid field. The Autobots, led by the virtuous Optimus Prime, construct a large spacecraft, the Ark, and set out to protect the planet by destroying the asteroids. The Decepticons, led by the cruel and domineering Megatron, pursue and board the Ark, hoping to end the conflict once and for all. Unwilling to allow the Decepticons to be victorious, Optimus Prime decided to crash the spacecraft into a primitive planet nearby. After 4 million years of dormancy, the mountain the Ark has crashed into begins to rumble with volcanic activity, awakening the Transformers aboard and renewing the conflict on this new planet, Earth. Both factions quickly realize that in order to gain the upper hand, they have to find a fuel source before the other faction can. This results in the Autobots become acquainting with a human boy named Buster Witwicky, who, along with his father Sparkplug, become entangled in the conflict between the Autobots and the Decepticons. By the time the series reached its 4th issue, it was apparent that the title was quite popular, and Hasbro had Marvel continue the series beyond the planned 4 issues, ending its run in May 1991 with an amazing 80 issues, not counting the other titles in the series that tied into the main comic. G.I. Joe and the Transformers, which saw characters from both franchises interacting in an earth-shattering story set during a tumultuous period in the main series. Headmasters, which followed a group of Autobot refugees trying to escape the war on Cybertron by seeking asylum on the distant planet of Nebulos, only to find the war following them to this new world. The Transformers the movie, which adapted the animated film of the same name. And Transformers Universe, a series of books containing biographies of many of the combatants in the war up to that point, which was continued in the main series in the form of extra pages. And because of the long run of the series, there were numerous fantastic developments, many the result of toy sales, including the numerous reigns of Shockwave, the deranged superhuman Circuit Breaker, the creation of the Combiners, the formation of the anti-Transformer militia Rat, the deaths of both Optimus Prime and Megatron, the disastrous rule of Grimlock, the arrival of the Headmasters and Target Masters, the creation of the Pretenders, the birth of the Power Masters, the empowerment of Starscream, the appearance of the Micromasters, the hunt for the Creation Matrix, and the terror of Unicron.
Additionally, the series saw release in the United Kingdom, where instead of a monthly release as in the US, the series was released fortnightly, or every 2 weeks, and for a long while, weekly. As such, the UK run of the series would regularly catch up with the US material, resulting in the need for new stories written exclusively for the UK audience. These stories were as good, if not better, than the US stories they were supplementing.
The series was helmed by Bob Budiansky, who was editor for the initial 4 issues and head writer from issues 5 through 55, and Simon Furman, head writer of almost all the UK material and later head writer in the US after Budiansky left, penning issues 56 through 80. Furman has since become a fan favorite who has also written numerous other pieces of Transformers fiction, including the final episode of the Beast Wars cartoon, the Armada and Energon comics by Dreamwave, and the early IDW comics. And various artists also worked on this series, including Frank Springer, Don Perlin, Jose Delbo, Will Simpson, Robin Smith, Dan Reed, Jeff Anderson, Lee Sullivan, Geoff Sr., and Andrew Wildman, as well as Nelson Nell Yomtov, who colored every U.S. issue of the series, including the spin-offs.
Currently, all the US issues have been reprinted by IDW, who currently own the comic rights to the franchise, and a sizable chunk of the UK stories have also been reprinted at irregular intervals by IDW as well. In addition, several later publications act as spin-offs of the Marvel comics, including Marvel's own Generation 2 comics, Fun Publications' Collector Club exclusive Classics series, and IDW's Regeneration 1. The comic series was a source of how various characters are portrayed in fiction even to this day, and numerous story elements have also been integrated into the larger Transformers mythos, including the origins of both Cybertron and the Transformers themselves. The impact that the series has had is phenomenal, and the fact that it both predated and outlasted the cartoon series is a testament to how well written and well drawn the series is. If you're looking to get into the franchise, I highly recommend the Marvel run, both US and UK. They're very good. This is me, ProtoMet, rolling out.